What's up, everybody? Jared here for TGN Technology and the Smoking Android. Today we're taking a look at a new game called Gears and Guts from Glue Mobile, who is this game was actually recently released, I think just the other day, to be honest with you. And I've played it for about a half an hour or so, and it was a lot of fun. And I really wanted to show you guys before I got too much deeper into the game and started doing spoilers. But as you can see, this is the intro video here, and it's got some pretty interesting animations, like kind of giving you a bit of an idea about what the game's like. I can't really decide whether or not the things that are roaming the earth that you're going to have to kill, which you'll obviously see in the gameplay coming up here, is if they're zombies or if they are robot monsters. I can't really make up my mind yet. But basically the aim of the game is that you're in a vehicle and you have to drive around completing missions to kill all of these monsters that are roaming around. So as soon as this finishes loading up, which is one thing to note, the load times in this game are actually, in my opinion, considerably high, considering this isn't exactly some sort of like intensive 3D game. So Gears and Guts, here we are. This is basically the shop. We're not going to get too much into this to begin with, and of course we've got some Glue Mobile advertisements here. I'm assuming we just click the back button, get this out of there. So here we are in the shop. This is just a basic overview. As you can see, I've played it a little bit, upgraded my guns, upgraded my car, things like that. But we're going to go ahead and just jump right into a mission, and then we'll jump back into this garage once we're done, or once we've completed a level, just to kind of give you an idea of what you can do and the types of different options for you. So as you can see, this mission here, residential delivery, recover a supply crate that has been airdropped nearby and distribute its contents to survivors. We'll go ahead and click start. I have no idea what to expect here. There's something big ramping up, was that rampaging the suburbs. Ain't nothing but a bigger gun, can't fix it, whatever, you know what I meant. So we'll go ahead and click go there. And yet again, we'll have to wait for our extremely long load times. I do like the loading screen artwork, though. They do look pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of like old school Spawn artwork. Anyways, so it sounds like it's getting in there. I'm hoping you guys can at least hear the music. And as you can see, it gives you a bit of a description of where you're supposed to go. Top red arrow there is where you're supposed to be going. And the controls are actually very, very simple on this game. You press the up arrow to drive forward, and left and right to turn around and all that good stuff. Now, one thing I wanted to point out that I was like, okay, does this thing do powered slides? Yes, it does. So if you're going forward, let's say, and then you want to hit really quickly the down button and you turn, it'll kind of spin you out there. Little fishtail action. So obviously what you're wanting to do is, kill these strange things that are located everywhere. And you have all these missions. Now, the more of these sort of monsters that you stomp and kill, and by the way, your guns actually shoot at it automatically. But, so as you can see there's this crate here, so it's telling me I've got to pick that up. Make 10 deliveries before time runs out. So this is a timed mission at the moment, top left-hand corner. So we're going to have to head this way, start heading towards the red arrow. And I just keep spinning out. These different monsters will start spitting things at you, which damages your vehicle. So you obviously don't want to damage your vehicle too much, otherwise the game is over. There's also runners that run up to your vehicle, and they'll latch onto it and start damaging it. The other way to get those off is to actually start side-swiping buildings and things like that. Now, this is kind of an open-world feeling type game to it. Some of the missions that I had done in earlier levels were like inside the mall, things like that, so it gets pretty interesting. The graphics, as you can see, are actually pretty darn good, and I'm looking on the my camera's display here, and it doesn't look like it's picking up the light just right. But so basically it's not doing the graphics justice. Now, considering this is I don't really know, is this a 2D or 3D game? It looks like it's got some pretty fantastic graphics. Either way, definitely nothing to complain about. Definitely a lot of fun. However, this is running on my international Samsung Galaxy 3 with that quad-core processor, and I have noticed some stuttering, which I wasn't really too pleased to see, especially the long load times. Now, keeping in mind, I am running one of the a preview number 14 or something like that of CyanogenMod 10, so that could just be due to a lack of graphic hardware support, things like that. I'm not really too sure. I'm not a developer. So you got your health and your experience bar on the right-hand side, as you can see there. And obviously, as I'm killing these zombies, now you want to try and do like zombie combo kills. Obviously, you'll earn more points that way, and rank your car up, rank up, you know, guns that you can buy and equip and upgrade, things like that. So lots of stuff here to do. Oh boy, as you can see, I'm really getting hit up here a lot. And I'm hoping that this level will end soon. If it doesn't, I'll have to cut the video and kind of bring it back up when we jump into the garage here. And we just missed our spot there. So really fantastic stuff. One thing that I did want to note is that, oh boy, and I failed. So as you can see, I didn't do the best job there, but gives you a bit of an idea of you know, how to play the game and what it's all about. So we'll go ahead and just we'll quit this one, and we'll jump into the shop for you guys. All right, so here we are, and we are in the store right now. Now, as you can see, we've got your vehicle, you got your loadout. So what does all this mean? Well, to start with, we'll go ahead and jump into loadout here, and this is where you can select the different cars. So the one that I actually ended up picking was this Wasp one. But as you start, I think for some glue credits, you can actually purchase things like this one if it'll end up loading for me. As you can see, it's kind of ghosted out there, but what it is like some sort of like old school hippie party bus. It reminds me of Scooby-Doo, the old school cartoons. Sure, lots of you remember that. We've got a bunch of different cars here. This one looks faster. A lot of them have different attributes too, like some of them go faster, some of them have better handling. You know, this one looks like some sort of a Hummer limo. Obviously, that one's probably going to have a lot of damage potential, or it can handle a lot of damage. You know, you've got your looks like a little doom buggy type thing. This is the one I believe you start out with, this blue one here. Not too bad, but it is a little bit slow for my liking. So anyways, let's take a look at some of the stuff that you can actually chuck onto your vehicles there. So just above where these vehicle selections are, you'll find these other things. So this one says car. Obviously, there's 4 different cars in the slot. This one is hood. This one is slide. A couple other different things that I haven't really reached yet. Go ahead and jump into the hood there, and this is actually where you start equipping all of your weapons. So this is the sort of the first one that it lets you equip, and you can actually upgrade that, which I have done. Also, little sort of guns and upgrades start dropping as you kill zombies, and those can be sort of used to like mash together, and then it upgrades the weapon again. But moving on from there, you know, we've got a bunch of different weapons. If it'll load here again, so as you can see, they're ghosted out. But we'll take a look at what this one is. No idea. Obviously, unfortunately, it doesn't give you a description of what these... Oh, yes, it does. Never mind. I'm sorry. Top right-hand corner. Duh, right? So anyways, time left. I have no idea what that means. But anyways, so really cool stuff there. A bunch of things that you can do. We'll jump into side and buy this item to equip it. No idea. Go ahead and get out of there. Then we can jump into the store. And this is where you can do a whole bunch of stuff. You know, you can obviously get some free glue credits, obviously, by doing some shady stuff like liking them on Facebook and downloading other applications from their partners, things like that. Daily Boost. Daily Boost is something interesting. Every single day when you join this game or jump into this game, the Daily Boost will pop up and you'll get free items, whether it's bolts, which can be used for many different things, or guns, or God knows what. So, mind you, it's only been a day since I downloaded the game, so I have no idea what's to come tomorrow. You can purchase a bolt doubler and weapon doubler, so I'm assuming that means that you can have 2 weapons. I'm not really too sure. I haven't played the game long enough. Top right-hand corner, we've got your options, sound on-off, music, notifications, things like that, as well as touch and tilt control, so that's cool. One thing I really wanted to sort of touch base on, though, and I don't know if I actually did this any earlier in the video, but there's actually, in my opinion, a gross amount of advertisements that just pop up in the middle of nowhere. So when you finish a game, sometimes it'll look like the game's about to crash, but what it's doing is actually loading an advertisement. You can just press the skip button, that'll jump you back into the game, but it's really, really frustrating, I'm finding, because it really does feel like the game's about to crash. Also, just before you start games sometimes, so when you jump into, or just before you start a level or finish a level, those advertisements just kind of take over your phone. So hopefully Google's new Play Store policy, you know, with advertisements and spam starts to deteriorate what we're seeing in advertisements. But moving on short from that, really, really fun game. It's got some awesome graphics, great music to go with it, definitely themed well, lots of things to do. Lots of cars, funky looking cars. hours of gameplay, and some of the slow motion kills that you'll get from some of the those monsters that you drive over. Like, the blood just looks so realistic, so awesome. So I definitely recommend this game. I will have the link in the description below for y'all to download it. This is called Gears and Guts, and it is available on the Google Play Store right now. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Till next time, my name is Jared for TGN Technology and the Smoking Android, and we will see you in the next video.